Welcome, gathered friends. Thank you for joining us once again as we light the lantern and begin another adventure. Tonight we'll be playing It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. My name is Archangelic, or Mal, and my pronouns are she, her, and I'm going to be your game master tonight. So let us go ahead and introduce our players. Abalasha.
Hello. Hi everyone. I'm Abhilasha Percival, and I'm playing Anjum Khan, who is a hellborn graceful charmer, and kind of a fantasy Scarlet Pimpernel figure who has not expected this fight, which is usually strange because she starts most of them. But okay, I guess. Also, I write TTRPGs and play TTRPGs, and I write other stuff as well. And my pronouns are he, she. Yeah, I just needed to remember that. Sorry, I am a little loopy today because I have a bad cold. So
Totally understand. Um, yeah, Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I will be playing Claudio Juarez, your lovable, heart of gold, perceptive, inquisitive dwarf explorer felon. Um, and from the sounds of it, I might be the only one who has any experience in a fight, which is awesome.
Fantastic. Nika.
Hi, I'm Nico. My pronouns are they, them, and I am playing Leihoku Ahuna, pronouns she, her, Nyx adept who steers the coven, and we are both screaming. I'm not prepared to fight. She's not prepared to fight. So we'll see how this goes.
Amazing. Jaden.
Hey friends, my name is Soliloquy Jaden. I use they them pronouns. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I will be playing Damian Alma, they he pronouns, who is a ghost bud tender who doesn't do much. Also, not at all prepared for a fight. I just found out I'm dead. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat right now. You can click on that. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us for It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our Cypher System actual play. We built the world collaboratively using I'm sorry, did you say street magic? That session will be uploaded soon as a Patreon exclusive. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific, we stream An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. Most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play. We also record an audio cast after show for each of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps and debrief from the game. You can listen to these for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlighadventures. All of these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Speaking of Patreon, if you're not a paid patron, now's the time to sign up. Our lowest tier starts at $1 and it'll unlock all of our Patreon exclusive content, including the world building session for tonight's game. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so that we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we will be sharing the GoFundMes for various families. The first family we want to help is the Masood family. Dahlia, her husband Rami, and their 4 children are in great need. Dahlia and Rami have worked as pharmacists but have since lost their home in pharmacy. Their goal is currently set at 50,000 euros and they have raised 38,838 euros as of this afternoon. Any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat and it's also on our link tree. Thanks so much, friends.
Thank you so much for those announcements. So, last we left our heroes, each one of you were visited upon by a royal messenger informing you that you needed to meet Lady Andrea Riverstead, who is over the prophecy department for the royal family. Once there, she informed you of a prophecy that all the known diviners in the city had, all except one, a young kobold named Jasper. You went to visit this child at his home in the Cherry Pits and found out that the kid had more information he got from his time lost in the cavern under the city. He told you that you would need 3 items of power to defeat whoever was coming. As you were beginning to leave his home, shadowy figures began creeping underneath vehicles and from shade and everything. And that's where we'll turn to our map as we are going to go right into combat. So I'm going to have all of you roll initiative. Fantastic. Starting off with a 3 from Claudio.
Solid.
It didn't necessarily mean that you were going to go last, but you ended up going last anyway.
I'm having VTT issues. I have to refresh 1 second.
Okie dokie.
So I rolled an 11, which, considering how the other rolls have gotten,
Amazing.
I might be going first.
Stop doing that. Not you. I clicked a button by accident.
Whatever you did to pin it, Mal, it's no longer pinned for me, but it's fine because I can see it. But I can roll physical dice for this. I don't need to do the little thingy that you, or
Yeah.
do you prefer me to do initiative on there?
No, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Is that just a flat D20 roll?
Yes.
That'll be a 4.
A 4. So that is, you are at initiative 1. Fantastic.
I think I did mine wrong.
That's okay. You rolled a 19.
Oh, okay, you can see it.
Yeah, I see that, but it should be, initiative works a tiny bit differently. So if you rolled a 19, I don't know why I did it that way. Should be
I don't know. I don't want to go first.
That's totally fine. Cool. No, that seems right. Okay, cool. Excellent. So we are in initiative. Before we get started, though, before we actually have our first turn, you see there is there's like a manhole cover in the street that begins to also move as something pushes up on this manhole cover, and like an armored hand climbs out, and then you see it is a suit of armor pulling itself up out of the sewers. Shadows spill from the gaps in the armor, and we will make this guy visible, and we're going to begin combat. So all of these things are starting to shamble towards you. And what would you like to do, Leihoku?
I'm realizing the only attack I have is bite. I don't think I can bite that. I have no idea. Should I get ready to bite something?
You also have your abilities, which I don't know if you have anything that would be useful here. No, it doesn't.
I could scan?
Okay.
What does scan do? Oh, reveals its level. Whatever facts you deem pertinent about the matter.
Okay.
It
Creature
says
on.
it's 2 intellect points.
Yes. So, you can automatically do it. There's like a stack of cylinders icon on the VTT. If you click that, it'll automatically reduce your intellect. You have edge 1, so it only removed 1 intellect point. So, yeah, whatever those costs are, it's always minus your edge. So you only have to spend 1. Okay, so you scan this area. What's it look like as you start to scan? How does your magic manifest in this situation?
Hoku is internally panicking and going, and it's kind of like shimmery and blue, almost the same color as her fins, a little bit like a wave crashing over the area.
Okay. Including all objects. Okay. These shadows, mechanically, they are level 1. The suit of armor is level 4. So definitely a bit stronger. These shadow creatures are definitely like small potatoes in comparison. What else information? What information? You would know that it would take a magic user to create something like this living suit of armor. This isn't just something that would naturally occur. Somebody made this with purpose. These things don't act unless they're told to act.
Ew. Gross. Can I relay that to everyone else?
Absolutely.
Okay. The little shadowy dudes are chumps, but I would not want to get hit by the suit of armor. And also, it seems like somebody sent that here on purpose. The sewer's questionable, though. That's gross.
Fantastic. So that is your action. You can move wherever you want to as well. So
I don't want to be closest to the shadowy guy, but I feel bad putting Claudio between me and it.
Claudio's super tough. He'll be fine.
I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, that's a fence.
Yeah, well, there's a gate where the sidewalk is, so you can walk through. So you can walk over, Claudio. You can go past. So
okay. How do I just drag myself?
Yeah, you can just move your little token guy.
I'm gonna go. Oh.
Yeah, you'll need to like move it to the left and then go back into the yard if you wanted to do that.
Move me to the left. Move the door.
I can move you. I can get you.
Okay.
So, yeah. You were colliding with the wall, which technically there is a wall here. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
go. Take a step back.
The VTT is complicated. I can always go in and drag something around. If you're just like, hey, like if you click and hold, you can ping a location. If you want me to just move your token, just do that and let me know. Yeah. That's where you want to move?
Yeah.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
my bad.
No worries. Excellent. So because Leihoku went first, so now it is the suit of armor who is going to lumber up here, and as its action, let's see.
What up, cheese ball?
You can you see these like red eyes in the back of this hollow suit of armor, and it lifts its sword, its antique sword, and slashes down at you. It is going to inflict 5 points of damage, and that will come from your might pool first.
Cool. Tight. We're good. I don't know how to add. Hold up. I'm doing it. I'm bad at math. Okay, I was right. Cool.
Fantastic. That's what it does. It's clambers towards you. Anjum.
Okay, so I have one of my skills is I do have I am practiced in light weapons, and I do have my cane on me at all times. My cane is not a cane, or at least it's not just a cane. And it has a rapier inside. So I think that counts as a light weapon, doesn't it?
I believe so. Let me pull this here. I am looking Yes, I will actually drag that onto your sheet.
Yay.
Sweet.
Okay. So I am going to go. Okay, like here we go, I guess. And I am going to go for the night. I am going to repost the Hollow Knight and essentially draw his attention away.
Oh, okay. All right, so you want to draw the attack?
Yeah, I want to draw the attack, and okay, I want to ask if I can also do this at the same time, but it's okay if it's not. I want to spin. I don't know if the Hollow Knight is like sentient or at least intelligent on some level, because I want to use my ability of spin identity to convince him that I am his greatest ancient nemesis come back to life.
Okay. All right.
That's plus two intellect, 2+ intellectual points, I think.
Okay. All right. This creature is not really sentient. It is a tool used by a mage of some sort for a specific purpose. There's not a soul in here. It's just full of magic.
Okay, so no point. I'm just gonna go stabby stab stab.
Stabby stab stab. All right.
What did I roll? Did I roll? Yes, I rolled. I got a 14.
14. 14 will. Yeah, that's plenty. You hit the target. The target is 12 for this Hollow Knight. So how much damage does that do? Does 2?
I'm not sure. How do I find that out? There's not a damage
My
thingy.
knife for a light weapon does 2.
Yeah, light
Okay,
weapons
so that will
do
be 2 then.
light weapons do 2, medium does 4, and I think heavy does 6. So it's a pretty standardized thing. So cool. So that does 2. It definitely takes that damage and just does, takes it in stride. You stab at it. It doesn't have meat, but you think like you maybe hit something inside of it. Maybe.
Stand and deliver. I challenge you to a duel. Wait, stand. Anjum has like a half a split second of wait. No, those are not the same things. And then just goes, fuck it, I'm standing in it, and then just the stance. She's in her fencing stance.
Fantastic. I'll say that you would have had to move up to it to do this. So excellent. So now it is all these little shadow guys. We'll start with the one that's here next to Anjum. And it clambers up to you. It's like you get glimpses of it being 3D, but sometimes it looks like it's just an image on the ground. But the claws slash out at you. It feels like cold and ice as these claws connect with you, Anjum. And it will do. Let me see. It inflicts 4 points of damage. So that will come from your might pool first. So that's the first one. We'll get to this other one, which is, oh, that was the wrong one. Oh, well, that's fine. They all go at the same time. So this one climbs out from under the car. Damian, same thing. You get slashed for 4 points.
And you said we start at might and work our way to the right.
Correct. Same thing from this one. So it's another 4 points as this one also. It's like they want whatever energy is in you. They want your warmth. It's like they're stealing something from you. Actually, this is hindered for you. Let's see. Let me take a look. Oh, actually, you're insubstantial. You don't get hit by these guys at all. So they are too weak to get past.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I don't take any of that damage then?
You don't take that damage, not from these guys. You think the Hollow Knight might be able
Yeah.
to do something, but not these little dudes.
Sweet.
One
Huh.
advantage for you.
Death perks.
And then there's this last one, which is going to come to move around here. And Anjum, you take another 4 as it feels like it's trying to reach into your guts and take something from you.
Yeah. Oh, ugh. Okay, so that's another. Okay, so that's another 4 from the might pool.
Yes.
Oh Lord, I'm at 1 now.
Yep. Oh, okay. Healing, you can take an action to heal. So that is an option. Once you do that, you can't do that action again until you've done your 10-hour healing. So you basically have to move through your healing range. But so there is an action to heal if you need to. It's 1d6 plus your tier, which will be +1. So if you want to,
1d6. So 1d6 plus 2.
when we come back around to your turn. So
Okay.
Excellent. Damian, it is your turn.
Damian is very shocked. And I feel like we should fall back. I don't fight things, guys. If I move away, do they all like get opportunity attacks? Well, they can't hit me.
No, there's no opportunity attacks. So
Okay.
yeah, this isn't D&D.
Okay. I think Damian's gonna be a big fat chicken and start running this way.
That's reasonable. I don't have tokens for them, but there's like still Kobold kids in this yard, like just running
dear.
around or looking. So yeah. Is there any ability you want to use or anything like that?
I think I might start shooing the children too. Guys, get out of here. Get out of here.
Fantastic. All right, Claudio.
Where is the car we came in?
This black car here is your car.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Okay. It's the first round. It's hard to tell. Is there any indication whether they are here for us or whether they are here for Prophecy Child? That's gonna change the move.
Ooh, interesting. Let's just call this an intellect roll, unless you have a skill that's useful here.
I have how about learn something new, identifying objects or minor details, finding or noticing small details.
Okay. Yeah, I say that basically that can give you're trained. So it'll ease you up 1 level. So go ahead and roll your D20 and we'll see how it goes.
How do I add things? Oh, okay, hold on. It says alt. So, base into. Okay, cool. Yes. Very good. That's a 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
10 hits a. That's a 3 difficulty. Yeah, that's fine. You think based on how, like, something like this animated armor has a distinct and singular purpose, it would have ignored anyone who wasn't directly fighting it to go after what it wanted. It went after you first.
Dope. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. I am going to look at the rest of the group and say, get the hell in the car. I'm going to yell back, Jezreel, can you use some help on the freaking cross or the ballista? And I will go ahead and I wish I had taken something like grapple, because that would be cool. Anjum's not looking great right now. I mean, I'm going. How tall are you, Anjum?
Medium height, not particularly tall or stout.
Dope. Can I just toss them over a shoulder and like run over and chuck them in the car?
Yeah. Arjun will squeak like, go. Sword. The sword is open. Okay, all right. The sword is open.
I hear the yelling. I acknowledge. Yep. Dodging, and just chuck Anjum in the car. And if I have enough movement, come back to basically like intercept anything going in that direction.
Awesome. Oh yeah, there was someone else with you, right? There was
I talked to the adult kobold, the dad, basically, and because the kids are playing with ballista in the front yard, I'm like, hey, that's probably gonna hit harder than any of us. If you wouldn't mind aiming it.
Fantastic.
And I guess that's most of my turn.
Okay.
Oh, we did have the driver too, but I think he was just chilling in the car.
Amazing.
Yeah, they were just chilling in the car most likely. When they saw the shadow thingy, I think they would be also yelling, get in the car, get in the car. And rolling up the windows real fast so they don't the shadows don't notice them. Thanks for that. She says that to Claudio, like, thank you. No thank you to you. She points at her friend.
All right. So yeah, you take Anjum into the car. So I'll move y'all over there. So we'll just say y'all are in the car.
Would I have time to make it back? Basically, I don't know how move, like if it's 30 feet.
Okay. Yeah, moving's a little loose. Basically, if you're in this general area, I'm okay with you moving. So
yeah, so can I just, because I'm trying to basically play shield.
Oh, gotcha.
I know I can. I don't know this. I don't know how this damn game works. I'm assuming I can take a couple more hits. And hopefully nobody's gonna let me die. So like I want to be where Leihoku could like try and get behind me.
Okay.
Because I don't know if these things can hit as she's running past. So I'm like, nah, just come at me, bro. It'll be fine.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can definitely still interpose yourself there. Like just stay and like defend. Like you got Argent into the car. You're like, I'm gonna fight the rest of them. Excellent. So that's you. You asked the kobolds to do something with their toy trebuchets, and
I asked the dad whether the children start jumping on the trebuchet and aiming at all of us is entirely possible.
Yeah.
But I asked him, hey, you have the damn ballista over there. Could you like aim it?
Yeah.
Shoot the thing this way?
like picks up some of the smaller kobolds, like, and they go out and they like there's kind of a range of ages of these kobolds. But
The teenagers
they'll
get
say,
some practice. It'll be
yeah,
fine.
we got it. And they'll line up this this ballista, and they are going to fire at this knight here. Actually, the knight is a little further from where that is. I think they're going to aim for one of these shadows here. They move the ballista, they aim it. It punctures a hole in the fence and hits these two shadows, doing 4 damage to both of them. So that takes them out.
Good job. Good job. We really got to set up that tournament for you guys.
So that takes out 2 and 4.
I'll get you bet, and from inside the car, you can hear Anjum yelling, "I'll get you better ballistas if you answer a couple of my questions." Ow!
Roll down the window to do this. I love that. Yeah, these shadows, like, as this it's a foam tipped like launcher, but like it still is enough for that these shadows will dissipate as they're hit. But you see how much power there is even for something that has like a foam ball on the front. You're like, oh, that's gonna bruise somebody. It's fantastic. Excellent turn, Claudio. Leihoku, it's your turn.
Oh god, are we running? Are we going to drive over this thing?
Ideally, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Leihoku, please get inside so my traitor of a best friend can run over this hunk of metal. Please, thank you.
I think that's bad for the car, but okay. I'm going
I'm
to
rich and I have insurance. Ow.
I'm gonna slip past Claudio. As I slip past Claudio, can I use one of my blessing of the gods to it's the healing one.
Yes, absolutely.
Okie dokie. Click the coin stack. Why does it not? Do I roll the d6?
Yes, you would. Yeah, if you bring out the description, there's a little thing you can roll the d6.
Nice. I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder as I slip past. Impart a little bit of healing. Go, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Okay, this is going to be an intellect task, so I need you to roll an intellect roll. Your target number is 6.
What
So just there's a d20 by the intellect thing, but you can also just roll a d20.
Sweet. Oh, I got new dice. My partner got me specific dice for Leihoku, and I would like to roll them at least once.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you can roll physical dice.
Amazing.
18.
18. Yeah, absolutely. You easily heal. So it looks like you rolled 4 for the healing. So
Yeah.
Claudio, you heal for 4.
And just how do I open this so that I can get out? Oh, I can. Okay. I'm gonna scoot past and get in the car.
Yeah. Yeah, our Anjum, your assistant, is in the car and is like revving the engine, ready to take down this piece of armor. Fantastic.
At this point, as Anjum has like cold claw marks on her, and her eyes are starting to change color to silver, and she's like, okay, this is going to be a tad awkward. I need everybody here to not touch me for the next half an hour unless you like third-degree burns. And I'm going to roll for my healing.
Okay, well, we'll come to that. Your turn is in a couple turns. So we just finished up Leihoku, and now it's the knight, which is going to come and like bring down this sword on Claudio again. You take 5 points of damage because I don't think you have any armor, do you? Nope. Okay.
That's all
Why
right.
would we be walking around with armor?
Yep.
We're
With the
just
healing,
people.
I'm
Damian just died.
I am in my underwear.
you have forgotten about the hoodie, so you are just
I totally forgot about the hoodie. This very much. So now I'm just a strange person shooing kobold children in bunny slippers and underwear.
Yeah.
Could
Oh,
the two
man.
gentlemen please get inside the damn car?
Fantastic. Anjum, it is your turn. Yeah. You can you can roll your D6 +1 to heal.
Okay. 5. 4 + 1, 5.
Okay.
So I heal for 5 points.
Okay. Yeah, if one of your pools goes to 0, you start incurring penalties. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. She tells everybody, do not touch me. And her skin starts to kind of like bubble, like silver, like a cauldron, like witchy potion, but it's all silver. And like you can kind of, it's like somebody poured this huge this container into a container of silver into like bars, like into molds, and it's like it's coming from and it starts to pour into like the parts where she's hurt, and it starts to like fill it in like mold, and she's like, and like, oh, okay, oh, or okay, okay, that's good, yeah. Get in the car. Also, do not touch me.
Fantastic. All right. There's still a shadow here. It's going to quickly slink over and it's going to try and do Damian again, but like you don't have any life force to give it. You are a ghost. So this is probably one of the very few times this is going to be an advantage to you.
Fantastic.
Shadow 3 though. Here, this shadow. Claudio, yep, it's gonna reach in and it feels like your heart becomes ice cold as you take 2 points of damage.
that sucks.
Yep. Damian, it is your turn.
Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. I am not high enough for this, guys. I'm just gonna start hobbling back the other way. And I will make my way to the car.
Okay. Easy enough. Claudio, it is your turn.
Cool. Is there such a thing as like a hold action or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. One of the combat actions is to wait, declare a trigger, and your action will occur first if that trigger goes up. So
Okay. So can I use minor details or bits of trivia? I have a thing. Is there not easy, but is there like a trick like Full Metal Alchemist, the little mark on the inside of the helmet or something? Is there a way to end this thing that's not stand here and whoop its ass?
yeah, you've looked at it. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intellect roll. I'll say you can use your skill. So
Not as good. A 9.
a 9. Okay. So I would set this as I would say this is a difficult task to know where it is, which with a 9, you actually go up to difficult as the level 4 difficult DC. Okay, so you actually managed to hit that DC. Fantastic. So yeah, you would know, and you could kind of see it through the shadow that the inside is lined with like magical runes and inscriptions. How easy it is to get in there and do that when it has a sword and is attacking you. That's a whole different thing, but you can see where the inscriptions are.
How ready to die is Claudio today?
It is
Shit, get back on the
episode
desk.
2.
I know, that's a 7. Not very. Okay, cool. He likes being a hero sometimes. It's a character flaw. Cool. It'll be fun. So that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna go ahead and signal to the driver. See if and just shout. See if you can pin him. And then hold. So I have to decide what I'm gonna do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is where it gets tricky. Because if he pins them, I'ma hit him. If he doesn't, I want to jump in the car so we can leave. No, I've already figured out they're not going after the kobolds. The kids are probably going to have fun taking out the rest of the shadows, so they're probably good on that. And this suit of armor is probably just going to follow us through the sewers and pop up at somebody's house. So I think I will go ahead and use the one brain cell I have and get in the car.
Okay. As you all 4 get in the car, Vox, who I think is the one with the arm, Vox, they will put the brights on, which the shadows kind of like flicker out under the bright light, and they will just smash the gas. The night gets closer in your field of vision, doesn't stop. It like lifts its sword like it's going to attack the car. It gets hit. It goes under. You can feel the bump of this suit of armor underneath the car. And that's enough damage that breaks the suit of armor. So they will hit the brake a little too hard, like jolts you all forward. And they look in the rear view. They say, did we get it?
Anjum is going to get out to check because she's a little hungry and she wants to investigate the hunk of armor or eat it, depending on how hungry and how injured she is. She still needs a little bit.
Yeah, you get out. The armor is in multiple bent pieces on the ground. There doesn't seem to be shadow. The rest of these shadows dissipate as the armor is now dispelled.
Is there any possibility or something in which I can maybe, I don't know if there's an investigation in this.
Yeah,
I have an ability of investigate. You are trained in perception, cryptography, deceiving, and breaking into computers.
Okay.
So I want to investigate this. I'm not sure exactly on how though.
Yeah, so that will be an intellect roll. So what information are you looking for right now?
I'm looking for if there are any vestiges of magic. What are the vestiges of magic? Any remaining ectoplasm or anything in this? What animated this hunk of metal? And if there's any signature I can find of the person who did it.
Okay. I'm going to say that this is a difficult task. So your target, because it's eased by your skill, your target is going to be 9.
Okay. And what dice am I using?
That is a
Sorry,
D20.
D20, baby. 9. Okay. I got an 18.
An 18? Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we will. I'm going to go ahead and pull us out of the map here as we are back in the story of this thing. So, go ahead, just do that. So, you walk up to this armor, you're investigating it. You want to know if what lingering magic it has. You do not see that you see whatever enchantment was on here was broken when the armor was broken. There's not much in the way of lingering magic. It'd be more of a residue at best. But you are looking over the symbols and everything, and you recognize one of these symbols. There is a looped chimera, like eating its own tail. It has like its own in its mouth. And you know that this is it's kind of a calling card for one of a noble house of Scatterwind. You would know this in particular. They were mostly known as royal assassins, but these days it's their enterprise has skewed a lot more organized crime than being assassins in peacetime. So
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pocket that specific piece that has a symbol on it for later analysis, and but the rest I'm going to kind of like I'm going to start munching on one. I'm like, you know what, I think they've clearly just seen me literally be silver healed. So like I think you pretty much know that yeah, I'm the jig is up. So I'm just going to start munching on metal and try and get as much like uh a resource out of it. Just like, okay, so what are we doing?
Can you, real quick, what was the name of the former royal assassins?
House of
Scatter.
I put
Scattered
it on
air.
the shared notes. Scatterwind.
Scattered wind. Thank you.
Yeah, it's on the shared notes.
Dope.
Yep. And particularly Anjum, you would know who is the leader of House Scatterwind because of your background. And that is their title is, I had it here. Sorry. Suzerain Kieran Scatterwind.
Susan?
Suzerain. It's a title. Suzerain.
Okay. All right. So I'm just going to be chewing on metal and just going to be like, okay, so I think I may have an idea of what we might be up against, or at least some idea. However, first, I think maybe we need to go find some place to hide, just for a bit, just to recover. Claudio, how are you doing?
I got a headache.
The aspirins in the thing in the passenger seat.
Dope. Thanks. I high five whichever kobold teenager it was that took out 2 shadows with 1 bolt, because that's pretty dope. I take a couple aspirin. I do not chew on the metal armor.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm just merrily chewing and I'm just looking at everyone. Huh.
Right. Can I give Claudio another blessing?
Yes. This will increase every time you do so, it does increase the difficulty. So give me your intellect roll.
Okie dokie. Dice don't fail me now. 19.
Okay.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
that's
dice.
still plenty. Your target number was 9. So
Sweet. I'll do that so that it subtracts, and then I'll do this. Hey.
So I guess now is as good a time as any to sit in the mechanics for a bit. So how healing works in Cypher System is that you have several heals that you can do. There's one action, 1 hour, one action, 10 minutes, 1 hour, and 10 hours. So those are all the heals you have. So like you basically, that's how long that healing takes. So if you use your one action, you've used that until you finish your 10-hour healing. So you basically move up the scale from there. So there's no like concept of a long rest. If you're hurt after you finish all that healing, you're still hurt. It's just the way it is. So yep.
So I got 6 more points.
Yeah, I got a 6.
Cool.
Nope.
Okay, so I will present a few options, and by democratic consensus, we can pick. Would you like to pursue this mystery further, or would you like to regroup at a place that I can assure you is well hidden, and we can figure out certain things that I have figured out, and then we can maybe discuss them, and then continue on our mission.
I like that
You're-
option.
You're made of metal, and I'm gonna point at Claudio, and he's fucked up. So I think
I'm not made of metal, darling. It's a common misconception. It's more I was born from the primordial silver ooze in the underworld. It's a thing. I'll explain when we have time. It's a thing.
Rad.
regardless, maybe we get off the streets.
Can we go get a snack?
Yeah.
I got hit with a sword twice.
Yeah. Real good.
Yes, we should stop for Five Guys. We should stop for some burgers and shakes. My
Fantastic.
treat, obviously. And I think we should get off the road, and I'm going to look at walks, and I'm going to be like, I think the jig is up. We might as well, take them to our little cave. Might as well take them to headquarters. Come
As
on.
you're discussing this, while there was no magic left in the armor, magic just doesn't just disappear. It kind of crackles in the air. I would like all of you to roll me D100s.
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck? Everybody's face when the GM asks for a D100 roll. What?
I have a GM who has a D100 that I can only describe as a murder weapon.
Goodness.
To be fair, I think that's how most DMs use their D100.
It is huge, like straight up. Like when he puts it on the table,
Oh, it's
it
like
literally
massive.
goes thud.
I've
Is
seen
it one of
the
those ones that has
ones.
like the dimples in it? It's like a weird die. Yeah, they're huge.
It's huge. Every time he does a thud, we're like, oh shit, something's gonna happen.
Oh no.
People be injured. Shout out to Sin.
It's a 72 for me.
72. Okay. That's actually interesting. You get the cipher Presto Changeo,
Okay.
which is a subtle cipher, but you can condense this magic into some sort of object. So the Presto Changeo allows the user to alter the appearance of a single vehicle whose level is equal to or less than the cipher level for the next day. So roll me a d6 for me.
That's 5.
Okay, so the level of this Presto Changeo is a 7. And I will give descriptions of all these in the chat. So because it has a lot more. So
Okay,
there's a
so I
whole
don't
bunch-
have to like furiously note take.
Nope, you're good.
Awesome.
I'll get this. So
Sorry.
yeah, you can this is subtle, and the way magic in this world kind of works is that your phone is also a conduit of magic. You can make this cipher an app on your phone if you wanted to, or you can condense this magic into an object. This is something that happens sometimes. Magic will surge in places and objects will appear. It just happens. Magic is weird sometimes. And it's kind of everywhere, and especially in a city with a lot of wizards. So
Sweet. Yeah,
Uh,
and anything that can become an app on my phone, that's my yes. Please make my life easier.
if you condense it into an app on your phone, it like you get an image of the car you're in an app, and it has like a color
Beautiful.
changer, and like you can change, like you get to like change all the dimensions of the car. Like
Fan-fucking-tastic. Love it.
I got an 80.
an 80. You get safe space. So go ahead and roll me a d6.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay, so it's going to be a level 8 safe space. It basically allows the user to create a temporary safe space around them that takes the form of their choosing, such as a bed, bathroom, mossy grove, and so on. And there's also more that I will also put in the chat. All right.
Claudio got a 35.
35. You get the cipher, got your back. Go ahead and roll me the d6.
2.
2. Okay, so it is a level 2, got your back. The cipher turns bright blue in the presence of any type of drug, poison, or other detrimental or dangerous substance whose level is equal to or less than the cipher level. The effect will last for 1 day.
Hey, I wanted to ask, how are all of y'all rolling D100s thingy on the thing on
The little-
Foundry?
The little percentage on the side of my character sheet.
Oh,
That's how I did it.
percentage. I see. Because I couldn't figure it out, so that's why I rolled like in IRL.
That's fair.
Because I always have my dice nearby.
All right, Leihoku, what'd you get?
I got 33.
33. You get a ghost tag. Go ahead and roll the d6 for that.
3.
3. So it is a level 3 ghost tag. It allows the user to leave their tag on someone else's graffiti, painting, or public artwork. The tag includes a spoken message up to 20 words long and is invisible except to the creature the user designates. So you can leave a secret message for someone. Yeah. So yeah, you can condense these into objects, give them to other people, or you can put them as apps on your phone. And let me grab these descriptions. They are also, if you I'll drop old Gus's thing because you can search them up there too. Yep. I'll just drop that here in the Zoom chat. So there we go. So you can search up, there's they should be under the cipher section in there.
The one directly under Ghost Tag is Girl Moss.
Yep. I love the modern fantasy ones. So yeah, the magic dissipates from this armor, and it was a good amount of magic to create these things, and you feel it crackle and you can condense it around you.
she smirks a little, just kind of hoping that whoever casts the spell knows that someone figured it out and is currently using the magic for other reasons, and she's just like, well, vindictive satisfaction is one thing. Also, running down a metal knight. Never done that before. Okay, onwards, my friend. We are going to the cave.
All right, boss. And like hits the gas. You go over one bump, there is still a piece of armor under the car.
Oh, that sounded delicious.
Also, it did have a sword. The sword is fine if you want the sword.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll absolutely grab the sword.
Absolutely. Okay.
I have generously decided that Claudio should have it.
That seems very on brand for Anjum. It's not that you let Claudio have it. You've decided that they can.
They can. It's fine. They have done a very admirable job. He's really shaping up to be a very interesting, if a little scrappy, assistant. Part-time, of course. I know you said you were very clear on the part-time part. Any questions, anybody?
Yeah. Where are you headed? It's my question.
That's also Hoku's question. Where are we going?
5 guys, and then someplace else apparently.
This is your lucky day, Claudio. You get a sneak peek into the cave. You know, that place where you think that you were going every third day, at 3
Oh.
p.m. to go meet somebody?
Hoku leans over to Claudio. Is that a euphemism? Is that
I'm not entirely sure.
okay?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was wondering that.
Okay. Oh, so I guess I'm going to actually explain things. I am taking you to the headquarters of a makeshift little organization called the Argonauts. It is my little organization. Well, not mine. We tend to be rather anarchist and democratic in our approach, but it is my organization. We get up to things, fix things that need to be fixed. That and It's fairly well hidden. I think the cave is going to be like a forgotten little train box. I think it's going to be like a box somewhere on like some distant track where like you have all the dining cars.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So it sounds like we are headed to, yeah, you head to this train, which is currently just set at a station. It's not steaming or anything right now. It seems to be parked here at the moment, but it's an older train, but clearly somebody cares enough to upkeep it. It looks like it should honestly be a museum kind of display piece, but clearly people are using it. People are leaving, getting on this train. The inside, the car you get in, so are you going to the bar that's in this place?
Yeah, I'm going to head to the dining area / bar.
Fantastic. Yeah, you come into this bar, very plush. There is kind of older, like this like light green velvet on the seats and things. There's it's towards the middle of the day, so there's not a lot of people here. Let's see. I need to pull up the thing we made. Bear with me just one moment. Okay. So this is okay. Yeah, you have gone into the Sparkle district. So this entire neighborhood is very loud and bright. This is honestly the most low-key place in all of here, as most places have like big marquee signs like advertising what they do. There's just so much light in this area. But this train keeps kind of keeps a low-key vibe. The bar in here, there is one bartender here. She is just kind of cleaning up. There is a very pale old man, bald, slightly like bat-like ears, almost asleep on the bar on the other side here. Like it's pretty chill in here right now. Very quiet place you can talk.
Yeah, I'm going to go up to the bartender, smile at her, and say, my usual table free?
Yeah, absolutely. Always. If it wasn't free, I'd kick them out.
You
gives you a
are
little
always
wink.
a charmer.
Yeah.
You're always a charmer, darling. And so essentially, there's like it's not a very like fully corner table, but it's a table that has like that's on that faces the staff door, and also has a good periphery of the entrance. So this is kind of like a little bit back from the front tables, but it's still like round enough that they're good enough to have like a good amount of sight. Ah, who wants to drink? Who wants a drink? Anyone want to drink?
Please.
Absolutely.
Can you drink? She
I
looks at
was
Damian.
about to ask that.
Oh no.
About
Haven't
to find
tried
out.
yet. Yeah, there's really only one way to find out.
Maybe they got ghost alcohol.
Well, I'd suggest taking small sips just so you don't create a mess if it just, goes through.
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. Yeah, you ask for drinks and the bartender, she'll say, none of you need blood or anything, do you? No? All right, cool. I have to warm it up. It's a whole thing. And we'll go make you some drinks.
That's an interesting query, though. If we find a way to make you a vampire, Damien, would your life be less difficult or more difficult? I mean, you'd at least be corporeal.
Can you bite a ghost?
Then I couldn't go outside during the day. So I'd have
feel
to
like
adjust to that.
It would just double the problems. Could you imagine having to be a ghost vampire?
Personally, I think that would be an interesting addition to our eclectic city. You could stay here and no one would bother you.
I can barely wrap my head around the ghost part.
The
It's only
alcohol
been a
will
few
help.
hours.
Oh my
The
god, it has
alcohol will
been.
help. I promise you.
What time is it at this
Like,
point?
I'm supposed to be at work right now.
Yeah.
Because our meeting was at what, noon?
Yeah, the meeting was at noon. So probably by this point it's starting to get into like mid-afternoon. Like it has not been very
It's
long.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 3 o'clock somewhere.
3 o'clock here. It hasn't been that long.
Yes, and we got attacked by shadows, and we ran over an animated hunk of metal. Your point is, do you want the drink or not? I can go cancel it.
Of course I want the drink. I always want a drink. What's your point?
You have
All
a
right.
problem, my friend.
A number of them. Would you like the list in chronological or alphabetical order?
Would you like mine? We could do
We'll
this
be
all
here
day.
all night. All right. So we have to find stuff to stop some dick mage who's coming to take over the city. Is that the general consensus of what we got?
Pretty much.
I feel like there was more to
Some.
it than that, but it's kind of just distilled down into video game fetch quest and then fight the mage and his boys.
Hoku's gonna flip back in her notes a little bit. Seed from the deepest tree, sword forged in cold fire, glass statue, and fight a chump.
Yep.
So what
I'm
kind
s-
of class?
I'm still convinced I'm not supposed to be here.
You and me
Come along
both.
for the ride, I guess.
This is
Yes.
it's not like I'm particularly pleased to be here. I have actual things to do. But we are here. It is vitally important, and quite frankly, we have enough evil mages in this city than to deal with one more. Speaking of evil mages, I might have an idea on who sent this to us.
Oh.
Yes, it's one of the it's one of the aristocratic families. House. I don't know. I don't know if you would know them, Damian, particularly. But House of Scattered Wind. Uh, Old family, deeply disreputable, which is saying something considering where my family comes from. But I do draw the line at political politically disastrous assassinations. Uh, Currently, they're more in the they're doing a bunch of illegal trades, mostly around magic. They traded a lot of illegal magical objects that are definitely lethal and will get you, person who buys it or person you use it on, killed or horribly cursed to be a ghost with an existential crisis.
Do we all look at Damian with Ghost with an existential crisis?
Damian tries really hard not to make eye contact with anybody.
Just a theory, of course. We have no actual idea on what happened to you. This is just a theory. However, we can count this house as at least one of our antagonists. We have a player on the scene who does not want us to find the child. So any ideas now? Once we have a couple of drinks, maybe get some food in. Would you like what what would you suggest, Claudio, we do next?
E. So we need some glass statue, a sword forged in cold fire, and what was the third thing?
Seed from the deepest tree.
Seed from the deepest tree. Okay.
Okay, I wanted to ask. One of my skill does say that I am skilled in cryptography, which is like solving riddles and shit. So I am wondering if I can at least maybe try and figure out what is the next, like at least one of the items and where we can go next.
Okay. You want to know where just one of the items is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with one at least.
All right. I will say that this is a formidable task, which is DC 21.
Can I help? Basically, Anjum and Claudio are just spitballing back and forth every myth and legend and folklore because again, I have geography and history. So we're like, okay, so forging cold fire can mean, this kind of, and especially with like forging and stuff like that. I'm like, if they quench it this way, that has traditionally been called this. And if they like, can I aid in some manner?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely you can. So this is going to be an intellect task. Like I said, the difficulty is formidable, which brings it to 21. With your skills, that brings it down to intimidating, which is 18. With help, that brings it down to challenging, which is 15. You also have effort. If you want to spend intellect points, you can bring that down one more level. For the first level, it's 3, and then every level after that one, it's 2 points you have to spend. So you got some options here.
I'd like to spend an intellectual point.
Okay, you can spend 3 to bring it down, bring the DC down to difficult, which is DC 12.
Okay, so I'm DC 12. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Way more doable than 21.
Yeah.
I swear. Hallelujah, 13.
13. Okay. Well, you do know of a tree that leads to the deep. You don't know, so that is definitely a clue. But that tree is definitely not the deepest tree, but your answers might lie well below the city here. And that might be a place to start. The caverns below the royal court.
Oh, we're going to break so many royal decrees. Oh, today is going to be an interesting day.
I mean, there's really no need to break any decrees. They told us to look for this thing. Like,
true.
Now, granted, if we wanted for them to not know, if you think that somebody high up in the royals got reason to want this to go through, then
Oh, absolutely. This is
a distraction would not be amiss, but
I mean, that a distraction would be a good idea. But what kind of distraction you're thinking of? My idea of distraction is throw a party, but right now I don't think we have the time for a party.
I mean, we really all we need is people to look the other way while we jump down a giant hole. Like, it doesn't have to be a huge distraction.
Damian,
Yes.
I'm not particularly sure on what a ghost can do or cannot do, but have you tried telekinetically moving objects or making noises of some kind?
I have not.
Maybe you could try a little bit. We still have a little bit of time. But it would be a good idea for you to start practicing some ghost telekinesis or something.
Okay, so initially, I will think in my head and try to talk to y'all and see if I can do that. And I am going to, can I not copy and paste this? There we go. I'm going to paste this into our chat I don't know actually, Mal, if you want me to read the whole thing for the sake of the audience, or if it's better to have it just.
What are you doing?
It's I don't even have it. Doesn't have a name. It's check status.
Okay.
I just dropped it in the Zoom. Oh no, I can't drop it in the Zoom. It's too big.
That's all right. All right, check status.
There you go.
So this is all right. Oh yeah. You reach out. For a moment, you like kind of blink as you like kind of close your eyes, and for a moment you feel like as you blink, you see like one of the times you open your eyes, it's like the world is a blue gray for a moment. And then you can feel that you can feel the world that sits just on top of this world for a moment. And you can reach out your consciousness through this realm and you connect with these three here easily without a problem. You instantly you're not able to like talk to them and they're not able to talk to you exactly, but you get the sense of what they're feeling, how they're doing. You can tell if yeah, basically any one of your fellow players, up to 10 people it seems, you can check in on them and basically ask them what's your status, and they can give you a little bit of what they're feeling or dealing with. Eating, driving, sleeping, angry, injured, fine, great, frightened, worried. So things like that.
And you can't lie, but like, I don't know what you're doing or anything like that. It's just what you're feeling.
Yeah. And did you? Oh yeah, you can get you feel like you can expand yourself outwards even more than this too. But it's easy to just latch on to the people in your immediate vicinity. And y'all don't feel anything different. Y'all like don't feel anything happen. This is all Damian like feeling your feelings, like starting to begin to vibe with you.
Okay. So I can't really like talk to y'all exactly, but like I know you're feeling really stressed right now, Leihoku, and I get that because same. Um, and Arjun, I know that you're angry. That's understandable as well. Um, Claudio, sword, dude, you got hit so much. It was real terrible. I'm sorry I couldn't help much. I know you're annoyed, still hungry. I've got the munchies real bad. So I think we get to the Five Guys, we have some food, and we figure it out.
If we're gonna be going underground, I would seriously recommend bringing whatever supplies we need. We are not adorable tiny kobold children, and I've got a feeling that whatever took care of him down there is less likely to extend that same courtesy to us. They might, but I would prefer if we maybe had some food and water and supplies of our own.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, there's water down there, right?
I think so. But again, coming from someone who deals with being underground a lot, I would definitely recommend us bringing some, because if there's weird minerals in it, all that jazz.
Would that matter to me, a water spirit?
I don't know, you're a water spirit.
I have fins.
I don't know why I thought it was a secret.
It's clearly displayed in my picture.
Oh, still, I don't know how water spirits work, man. You
Also,
get
if
poisoned.
Stop giving me credit.
if we need a distraction, I have been told that I'm very distracting because I have a siren song.
But why didn't you say that before?
Nobody
I was-
asked.
What? Fair enough, but also I was thinking, oh God, I might have to make Leihoku, I don't know, pretend to be a scared woman afraid of a ghost or something. Oh my God.
So
I-
my only argument against that is if you are the distraction, they will be looking at you, which kind of negates you being able to sneak.
I
That is my, if you can throw your voice like some kick-ass ventriloquist and have it coming from way over there while you sneak in a hole with us, then that would great. Yeah. I mean, fireworks would work as a distraction. We would just need someone to set them off real quick.
That I can get.
Same.
That I can get. I can get better ones than you. I hate vulnerability. I hate feeling vulnerable.
As you're planning all of this, Damian, you hear a voice from the table next to you. Like you're reaching out for the status through this like ghostly world, and you hear a voice say, "Can you stop thinking so loud?" And you see like this haggard looking like half orc in like Victorian dress, like a table, like on the table is like his top hat, and but completely pale blue and translucent. None of your other friends, none of the other rest of you see this, just Damian. Are you talking to me? Yeah, you're the one thinking so loud. And then this is where we're going to take our break real quick. So we'll come back to that. All right. We are going to take a quick break. We will be back in 10 to 15 minutes. We hope to see you soon. Hey, everyone. We are going to be cutting this session short. We're all dealing with various things and personal things. So, but we're going to take the time to take care of ourselves tonight. So we're going to cut this session short, but we're going to go ahead and do our outros, remind everyone who we are and where we can be found, and we will pick up next week. So we'll go and do our outros. We'll start with you, Abhilasha.
Hi guys, I am Abhilasha / Percival. I have been playing Anjum. You can find me on Twitter at Dr_Vyborn, where I post my reviews of books I like, other writing stuff I have coming up. I have a couple of books. I've contributed to a few TTRPG books that are going to be published soon. Really looking forward to that. I think next month itself I'm going to have an episode. I've written an episode for a podcast called The Kingmaker Histories, which is a sci-fi absurdist comedy, found family vibes, everything. And I wrote an episode for it, and I think it's going to come out next month. Not sure about that yet, but yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. Please do listen to it. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Others, that's mostly most of the stuff. I also I'm playing other TTRPGs. I'm going to be playing my first session of Call of Cthulhu with Pantsless Games, called The Ripper's Secret. I think that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time on Sunday. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
Awesome. Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I've been playing Claudio Juarez. I am also Fuzzy Slippers 05, wherever you want to try and find me. Life is kind of quiet right now, so you're not going to find me doing much, but that's okay. Everybody needs time to rest. Hopefully I'll be back in the swing of things soon.
Awesome. Nico.
I'm Nico. I've been playing Leihoku Ahuna. You can find me on most social media sites at InkyToeBeans. I do not do much. I don't post much. I don't know why you'd follow me. All my projects are secret right now. So you can follow me if you want. It's not going to be entertaining. But you can come back and see me here for the time being.
Awesome. Jaden.
Hey friends, I am Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok, make a variety of content. Feel free to follow me if you would like to. As for streaming, the details are in the announcements, but I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays, 6 to 9 p.m., and most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific time, but not the last 7 days of each month. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Awesome. And I'm Archangelic. You can find me here at all the time Soliloquy said in the announcements. We'll also be streaming our Girl by Moonlight game and Empty Dream tomorrow. So come check that out. You can find links for me on my website, archangelic.space. You can also find me on Blue Sky as archangelic.space. I'm doing professional GMing on startplaying.games. On Sunday, the 24th at 6 p.m. Pacific, I will be running a Mothership game, a one-shot horror sci-fi RPG as part of Tuesday Night Games Mothership Month, as they are preparing to launch a new supplement. We're running some games for that, so come by and check that out. Would love to have you at my table. Also, if you want to just book me for any other professional GMing, startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. The link is in our link tree and it's in the channel description. So we're not going to go into our after show today because we're cutting things short. But usually we have our after show on patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. Check that out. It will always be free, but your support means the world to us. Thank you to my wonderful players here. Thank you to our audience for joining us. And lastly, thank you to our producer, Polly Guys, for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you and we couldn't do it without you. As always, we love you. Take care of yourselves, and we hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Bye.